rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages? We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
Serginho's cross. And we have our very first corner. Brilliantly cut out. He can get that clear. Maldini. And it's Thuram. Cafu. Cafu plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And he's intervened well there. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. McTominay receives it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Del Piero. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Platini. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Albertini is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that could set him on his way.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Albertini. Vieri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Can he get it through? Seedorf. Up he goes! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Distributed tidily. Played in by Seedorf. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. And it's made its way to him. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. McTominay.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's clever. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Maldini. Looking for a runner. Played into space out wide. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Defending was strong and firm. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Foot in. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Serginho. Platini. Now it's Del Piero, and it's McTominay. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And reclaimed it in a trice. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that gets his head on it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your
Big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And now they can takes a shot! Dispatched clinically! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Mateus. Nedved. Del Piero. And it's McTominay.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Serginho. Albertini. Gattuso. Oh, good ball! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Ball on the spot. Can he? The comeback is complete! As close to a certainty as can be.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 32.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Seedorf. That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Inzaghi. That's very neat. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Inzaghi. Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. That looks a good ball through. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. McTominay. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5 lascia il campo per il numero 9 Eto'o. Cambio di giocatori.
Moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. Zanetti. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Chance here to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Albertini. Zanetti. Now it's Eto'o. Nesta makes the interception. Eto'o.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's got away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Maldini concedes a free kick for that. I think we're just about done here. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. He's going all the way. Davids. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Eto'o. Rui Costa. Zanetti. And it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. All hands on deck for this one. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high